You've been carrying the weight of the day for miles now. All those endless tasks, the rushing from one place to the next. It is finally over. You can set that heavy world right down on the floor beside you. Take a slow, deep breath and just let yourself rest. We are standing on a quiet stretch of the coast, right at the edge of dawn. The fog is thick this morning, hanging heavy in the pale light. Listen to the water, slowly pulling back across the stones. You can feel the cold, damp sand beneath your boots, grounding you. If we look up past the heavy mist, we find a vast phantom spiral floating in the deep dark. Deep in its very heart, ancient, wise stars gather close together, resting in a soft, quiet glow. But out on the edges, new light is blooming. Young stars waking up for the very first time. These giant young stars breathe out mighty, silent winds. They gently push away the cold mist of the cosmos, carving out vast, quiet hollows in the dark. The twisting arms of this galaxy are not frozen. They are slow, majestic waves rippling across the emptiness, gathering up clouds and starlight as they drift. Millions of brilliant lights ride these waves, blooming like flowers along the shoreline of space. Through a special mirror of gold, a mirror that feels warmth instead of light, we see the invisible. What used to look like dark, heavy shadows is actually a delicate, glowing web of warmth. The cosmic dust catches the hidden light, soaking it in like a heavy blanket catching the sun. And then it glows with a soft, warm ember light. And right at the very center, piercing through the thickest blankets of dust, is a brilliantly bright heart. A gentle giant pulling things close, glowing softly in the deepest dark. The light is so pure here that when it touches the golden mirrors, it scatters into perfect eight-pointed stars, hanging like quiet lanterns in the night. But you know, my friend, the waves keep breaking and the universe keeps turning. Let the sound of the ocean fade away until there is only the thick, quiet, empty space between the stars. A profound, soundless dark. No rushing, no noise, just absolute stillness. Watch the canvas of the dark, moving in careful, slow motion. What was once just a heavy black curtain of dust is slowly shifting. In the center, a soft, rustic glow gathers, the quiet light of ancient resting stars. And as we slowly pan outward, millions of young lights begin to dot the spiral arms. The rough, dark canvas fades into glowing patches, like cold embers slowly blushing with a warm pink light. You can almost feel the deep chill of those quiet dust lanes, frozen over millions of years. But right beside that biting cold, there is a slow, radiating heat. Giant young stars breathe out a fiery, heavy wind. Watch as this warm breath slowly pushes the freezing gas away, gently carving out vast, hollow caves in the cold space. Look closer. The clouds are not still. They ripple with tiny, folding waves and delicate wrinkles. The rough, heavy dust is coaxed along by the starlight, sliding into thick, rolling banks of mist. It tears apart ever so gently, drifting like slow floating smoke in a quiet room, making way for the empty dark. And as we pull back, taking in the whole galaxy, all of that quiet shifting sinks into silence. A brilliant, sharp star sits at the very heart, its 8 points of light pinning the whole spiral to the black canvas of the void. The winds, the shifting dust, the cosmic erosion, it all stops. It freezes into a stark, beautifully eerie relief in the dark. Still, bare, resting. But you know, my friend, the waves keep breaking, and the universe keeps turning. Listen to the water again. Just you, me, and this small fire on the cold sand. The tide never rushes. It just breathes in and breathes out. We spend so much of our days pushing against the current. Trying to fix every storm right this very second. Notice where you are holding that tight grip right now. In your shoulders, in your jaw. Just let it drop. Let the muscles soften. Out there, in the deep dark, nothing is rushed. A star doesn't panic to be born. It rests safely in the cold, quiet dust for ages. Sometimes it feels like everything we built is crashing down around us, like a terrible collision. But if you step back, when giant galaxies collide, it isn't a disaster. It is a slow, quiet dance. The stars don't even touch. They just gently pass by one another in the vast open space. What feels like your world falling apart is just the slow, peaceful rebuilding of your life. Those empty, aching spaces you feel inside, the broken pieces. That is exactly where the new light gathers. The heavy, dark dust of a hard day is just fuel for a brighter, stronger morning. Those giant spiral arms in the sky, they aren't made of stiff, heavy iron. They are just waves, flowing, bending, letting go. You don't need to swim against the tide anymore. Just float. Let the deep, quiet currents carry you. But you know, my friend, the waves keep breaking and the universe keeps turning. The fire is burning down to embers now. Sink into the heavy blankets. The day is done. Rest now. Good night.